Good morning, everybody. So today we'll be moving further in the story of Monkey's Paw, where we will be discussing the question answers. So before we move on to the question answers, I want to tell you all one thing is that I had given you all the task to complete in one of the videos. I had mentioned about one task which only Vaidehiba seems to have completed. Except her, nobody did it. Like, if y'all don't do it, I'm not putting the material for question answers. Do it on your own. I'll explain you the question answers, but you write it on your own. That is the level of punishment that you're going to get. Okay? Because y'all are being very chilled out about this. I don't like it. I don't like it at all, in fact. And I think by the end of till Wednesday, I'll be finished off with Monkey's Paw. I'm taking the question answers for Monkey's Paw Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Next Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, you have test for Monkey's Paw. So be prepared for that. Okay? Because you seem to have very chilled out attitude. You seem to be having very, very laid back attitude about this. And which I preferably don't want. You know that. You know me since last year. You know how strict I am with regard to my work. Always my work is completed. I give you the notes, I give you the question answers. I have already prepared, like I have always given you the material way in advanced. So I don't like this behavior, please. Okay, so if that's the case, I'll be only giving the question answers to Vaidehiba. Except her, I'll not be giving it to anyone, because y'all seem to have not done y'all. I don't think y'all have seen the videos, or y'all are not even responded to it, whatever. So I'll be just discussing the question answers. I'll not put the material out till I receive each and everyone's reply, because next Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday is your test. Okay, for the Monkey's Paw. Which question, which test, I'll not mention. And any day I can take the test, because they are not like you require 3 days to give the test. You require just 1 day to give the test, right? So out of Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, जब भी मन हुआ मैं test ले लूँगी, and those marks will be counted for internals. I don't give a damn. Okay. So now we'll discuss the question answers in Monkey's Paw, and yeah, the question answers are a little different. Don't think they'll directly ask you what is the themes in Monkey's Paw, what are the answer the character analysis and all, because character analysis are very short. Herbert, Mr. White, Mrs. White, and Surgeon Major Morris. Okay, the character analysis is pretty small, and y'all have to do the character analysis. Okay, because the character analysis is small. So Surgeon Major Morris, Mr. White, Mrs. White, and Herbert. These 4 characters, you'll have to do the character analysis on your own. Rest, I'll be doing it. That is, we'll be discussing how is Monkey's Paw a horror story. We'll be discussing the ending of the short story Monkey's Paw. We'll be doing themes in the story of Monkey's Paw, and we'll also be doing the title of the story, The Monkey's Paw. Okay, so these are the possible questions they can ask. The Monkey's Paw is definitely a horror story, as the story has various scenes with the which adds to the touch of horror in it. So obviously there are a lot of elements in the story which makes us feel as if we are as if we are reading the horror story, or as if we are we are talking about a horror story. So there are a lot of elements in the story itself which talks about the horror. Oh, before I jump into it, I'm so sorry, I forgot it. We are going to we have to discuss the summary once in detail. So for those people who seem to be sleeping and have no idea what I'm talking about, they know what I'm talking about. So let's just recap the story before we go into question answers. We'll just recap the whole story. First is that the family is called the White family. They live in a house, okay, and their house is not very, very luxurious. Their house is not very, very modern, but it's a comfortable house to live in. Okay, it shows the fact that they are not very rich, but a middle class family. And the family, as you know, is a White family. Mr. White, Mrs. White, and Herbert. Okay, the father and the son are playing the game of chess. Okay, they are playing the game of chess, and while playing the game of chess, obviously the father has made some unusual moves in the game of chess, which surprises the wife and which surprises the boy. Because of those moves in the chess, the father loses the game because the king dies. Okay, now what happens is they are expecting a guest. Okay, and it has turned dark, it has become late at night, and they don't think that that the guest will come now, because it has turned dark, it has turned it is very cold and it's become late, so they feel as if the guest is not going to come now because of this, because it's late. But suddenly they hear the door, or they hear the gate being opened, and they see that the guest that they are expecting has come. The guest is Sergeant Major Morris. Sergeant Major Morris has served in the army. He went in the army when he was a young boy, and now he has become like an experienced soldier. He has become like a major. Okay, and Sergeant Major Morris was there in the army, and while he was in the army, he has visited many places. He has gone to India and other places, and we know that they come. Okay, Sergeant Major Morris comes. Okay, and the family is very interested to hear Sergeant Major Morris talk, because he's talking about his war experiences. He's talking about his experiences at the battle. Okay, and because of that they are very very interested. Slowly he's drinking and drinking and drinking, and while he's drinking he's becoming more and more comfortable with the family. All three of them, Mr. White, Mrs. White and Herbert, are very interested to know the stories which Sergeant Major Morris has to say. um, Sergeant Major Morris then starts talking about India. He says India is a land of fakir, it's a land of entertainers, it's a land of, it's a land of adventure. So, Mr. White says that we want to hear about the monkey's paw. So, Sergeant Major Morris says, there's nothing worth listening about the paw, there is no worth talking about the paw. But still, the White family forces. Sergeant Major Morris to talk about the paw, and the like they Sergeant Major Morris says that there was a fakir in India who wanted to prove that you can't change your fate, you can't change your destiny. Whatever that is there in your life, whatever that is supposed to happen in your life, will happen in your life. You can't change your fate, you can't change your destiny at all whatsoever. And he wanted to prove that. So that is why he took a paw. He took a monkey's paw એટલે panjo. He took a monkey's paw, he put a spell on it in which three people can have three different wishes, but only three people could have three different wishes, not more than that. So now what happens is that because of this, so basically the White family starts laughing. Okay, by Sergeant Major Morris believes in it. Okay, but they realize that he's very very serious about the paw. So they ask him like, are your three wishes completed? So he says yes, I got all my three wishes. Okay, and then they ask him ki, before you, the person who was there, did his three wishes get completed? So he says, I don't know about the first two wish, but his last wish was death, and that got completed, and that is how I got the paw. That man died and then I got the paw. So these people tell him, why don't you sell it, why don't you give it to someone, this that whatever. He says that even if I try to sell it to someone, or even if I try to give it to someone, okay, they would want to like check first whether the spell is actually working or not, whether the paw has the spell or not. Okay, and all those things I don't want. Okay, and I know how bad this paw is, because though you ask for wishes, your wishes get fulfilled in a very unusual way, in a very unique way, which you would have never expected. Okay, so these people then this then these people Mr. White tells Sergeant Major Morris that I want the paw. So this person says that, look, it's not a good thing to have the paw, it's not a best thing, and I'm ready to give you the paw, but after that whatever happens to you is your responsibility, not mine. So Mr. White says, ha, okay, give me the paw, I want the paw. So Mr. White takes the paw. Okay, after that they have the dinner, everything, and then it's the time for Sergeant Major Morris to leave. Before he's leaving, he still wants Mr. White, and tells him that, look, be very sensible in what you're asking, because you know this paw is not a good thing to ask, and it's better that you don't ask for any of those wishes. After that, they all are sitting in the house, they're all joking, they're all laughing and this and that about the paw. And the son Herbert says, aise masti masti mein, that you ask for 200 pounds, see whether you get 200 pounds or not. So Mr. White asks for 200 pounds, but nothing happens at that point of time. They all go to sleep. Okay, and after that, Herbert goes to work. They all behave as if they are not going to get money, and you know, this is just a stupid story which a soldier has made up, and this and that. And after that, they get that there is a stranger who comes inside and says that your son Herbert has died, and the company has planned to give certain amount of money to you. So the couple is shocked and they ask how much money, and he says 200 pounds. Okay, after saying this, he goes away. The family is broken down, this, that. They go, they bury the son, and after 10 days, what happens is the wife tells the husband that, you know, you still have 2 wishes left. Just ask for our husband, just ask for our son to come back to life. So first the husband says, no, 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 we shouldn't. We shouldn't ask for such a thing. We shouldn't, this is not a nice thing to ask, this, that. But the wife forces the husband to make a wish like that. The husband makes the wish, okay, but he's really, really scared. At this point of time, he hears the knocking on the door, okay, and to his fear, he realizes that maybe it's Herbert who is there at the door. So his wife is like, let me go. I want to see my son, this, that, whatever. So she's all ready to go down and open the door. Okay. And she opens the down latch, but she's not able to open the lock which is upstairs. And that is why she calls the husband. The husband is not ready to open the door. He's not responding only. So she pulls the chair, climbs on the chair, and she's ready to open the door. At that time, Mr. White searches the floor, finds the paw, and makes his third and the final wish, and that is to send back Herbert to the grave. And when Mrs. White opens the door, she sees that there is nobody over there. She leaves a loud cry of disappointment, but Mr. Herbert is satisfied, because somewhere down the line he believes that if the son would have come back, it would have spoiled everything. Okay, so that was the whole story about monkey's paw, which I told you in like really, really short thing. So now we will talk about now how is monkey's paw a horror story. The monkey's paw is definitely a horror story, as the story has various scenes which adds the elements of horror in it. So obviously it's a horror story because there are a lot of parts in the story. There are lots of areas in the story where you feel as if this is a horror story. Like ऐसी scenes are described, ऐसे चीजें are described, which makes it particularly a horror story. The author is William Wymark Jacobs. Was an English author of short stories and novels. During his career, he was best known for his farcical comedies involving dockside and rural excess characters. He occasionally wrote horror stories and is best remembered today for Monkey's Paw. So obviously William Wymark Jacobs, he used to write short stories, meaning stories that were short. He used to write novels. Mainly he used to write funny stories. Okay, he used to write comedies, but occasionally also he wrote horror stories. For Monkey's Paw, he was best remembered because that's the best story that is there. The Monkey's Paw is a story about a mystic charm, a monkey's paw, and that is brought into home of the White family by Surgeon Major Morris, who has served in India. The monkey's paw has only the ability to grant 3 wishes to 3 people. Surgeon Major Morris and the second owner. The first owner, third wish was death. Okay. Surgeon Major Morris expresses grief over monkey's paw and tries to destroy it. Mr. White saves it and takes it off his hand for a small fee. His first wish is 200 pounds. When nothing happens immediately, he and his family, wife and son Herbert, think that monkey's paw is a hoax. Hoax એટલે cheat. not a true thing. The Whites get money from Herbert's factory, and after he is accidentally pulled into the machine and mangled to death. The second wish is thought of Mrs. White to bring her son back from the grave. He has been dead for 10 days again. After the wish, nothing happens immediately. The Whites then begin to hear the sound of someone or something arriving at their door with a loud knocking begins. Okay, this is a very simple thing which I explained y'all, so I'm not going again through it. Mrs. White wants to rush to the door. Mr. White is not so sure. As Mrs. White rushes to the door to open it, it is bolted the top. She can't reach the lock. As she is dragging a chair to the door, Mr. White is furious, looking for Monkey's paw to make the third wish. Mr. White makes the third wish, that is to return whatever is at the door, Herbert or some form of thereof, back to the grave. So they don't know what is there at the door, right? Whether it's actually Herbert or whether it is, there is someone who is knocking. That's there for the fact. So whatever is there, to send it back. Just as Mrs. White opens the door to find nothing but a dark, empty night. So obviously when Mrs. White opens the door, there is nothing at the door. It's just the dark night that is there. The Monkey's Paw is a classic horror is the classic of horror genre that has been copied and adapted numerous times in the century since it was first published. So now we are going to jump right into the answer. Earlier top one was the summary of the story. So next is that the Monkey's Paw is a classic horror genre. Okay, genre meaning category, like comedy, romantic, these are all genres. Okay, so it's obviously the genre of the story is very is horror, and this story has been adapted many times. Adapted meaning used many times, and till now the story is being used. Okay, so the story is very interesting. That is why it's being adapted, it's being used even till today. Jacob wove many common and recognizable elements of the genre into the story. The story opens in the dark, stormy night. So there are a lot of elements that Jacob, the author, introduced in the story in order to add the element of horror. First of all, he describes the night as a stormy night, windy night, dark night. So obviously it creates the whole setting of horror. Stormy night એટલે શું વાવાઝોડું આવેલું છે. Stormy night. Okay, it's like how you see a horror movie na. When you see a horror movie, it's always in the dark. Okay, a horror movie always has a stormy night. Stormy night એટલે વાવાઝોડું આવતું હોય છે કે તેજ પવન હાલતો હોય છે. Stormy night, it's a silent night. Okay, everything is silent around. Then only you get the horror feeling na. When you see Conjuring, you see Nun, all these horror movies are like that only. The story opens, the Whites live on a lonely street. Okay, same thing. In that whole street, there is no one. There are only 2 houses on the whole street, which proves the fact, which gives also again the element of horror in the story. Doors bang unexpectedly, stairs squeaks, and silence are interpreted by the ticking of the clock. So what they are trying to say is that there are always there are a lot of elements that the author has added, like the door banging when Herbert is dead, right? The door banging when you are climbing down the steps, there is a squeaky noise, squeaky like chewy chewy chewy. So all these things the author has mentioned to add the sense of horror. Okay, ticking of the clock એટલે clock tuck 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 kare, that's called ticking of the clock. So all these elements add to the all these things add to the element of horror in the story. This highlights the tension and informs the reader that something dreadful could occur at any moment. So obviously this adds to the element of horror. It also adds the dreadfulness. Dreadfulness એટલે કાંઈક થવાનું છે. Okay, where the author, like constantly we feel, okay, now something is going to happen, now something is going to happen, now something is going to happen, like that. There are moments in the story that add the touch of horror in it, like the night when Herbert is watching the fire burn. He sees various images in the fire, and the last image that he sees is a horrific monkey's face. The description as these gives us chills down our spine. So there is this one part where in the starting of the story, Herbert is like, Mr. White and Mrs. White go to sleep. Herbert is still sitting next to the fire watching the fire. And when he's watching the fire, he sees lot of horrific figures, horrific meaning horror figures in the fire, and the last face he sees is that of a monkey's face. And when he sees that face, he really gets scared. Okay, so these are all the elements that gives us chill down the spine. Chill એટલે like that's called chill down the spine. So all these elements give us the chill down the spine. Another element of classic horror is Jacob's transformation of happy, loving white family into the people who live amidst death and misery. So the other element of classic horror is what ki there first he shows Jacob, the author. He first shows us that the white family is a very happy family, a very well-to-do family, a very, very joyous family. And then suddenly the author makes that family into a sad family, into a disappointed family, into a, yeah, like, જેની ઉપર જોઈને આપણને દયા આવે, mercy આવે, that type of family. Herbert's transformation is most obvious, from a joking, playful son to a living corpse. So Herbert's transformation is classic to see. Herbert was a person who was a very, very happy person, and suddenly he is a living dead. In the sense that his family talks about him, but they talk about him like he's dead. Okay? So he's a corpse. Corpse એટલે murdu. Okay? Parts of Mr. and Mrs. White also die after Herbert's accident. They become obsessed with death and loss in their lives. So, like, there is a big change that we see in Mr. White and Mrs. White. They were a happy couple. They were a very, very happy family. And suddenly they change. Okay? They don't talk to each other anymore. They don't converse with each other anymore. And all they do is talk about death. Okay, they themselves talk about death, and that was something which was a big transformation that we see in the White family. Jacobs also draw from the classic horror fiction when plays off the White's family happiness and reader's sense of an imparting doom. So what this sentence means is basically that the White family which was there, okay, that family was a very, very happy family, and suddenly there is a doom created. Doom એટલે there is a certain emptiness created when Herbert dies. So that is an element of classic horror. Okay, જ્યારે તમે classic horror story લખતા હો, classic એટલે જૂની. So when you are writing a classic horror story, you see that suddenly emptiness is filled in the story. So that sudden emptiness is filled in the story when Herbert dies. As the White make light-hearted joke about monkey's paw, for example, readers cringe, sensing that disaster will strike soon. So even when you are reading the story, even when they are joking about the paw, you feel અરે કાંઈક ખોટું થશે. કેમ આપણે લોકો ન માનતા હોઈએ. ઘણા લોકો એમ કહે ને કે તમે ભલે એ વસ્તુમાં માનો કે ન માનો, કે ભૂત વસ્તુમાં માનો કે ન માનો, પણ એ વસ્તુનો કોઈ વાર આપણે આમ ઉડાડવી ન જોવે, કે કોઈ વાર મસ્તી ન કરવી જોઈએ, બિકોઝ કાંઈક ખરાબ થશે. ઇવન આપણે લોકો ઓલા હોરર મૂવીઝમાં બી જોતા હોય છે કે સ્ટાર્ટિંગમાં એ લોકો એ બધી વસ્તુમાં ન માને ને ભૂતમાં ન માને ને એનું એ રિલેટેડ મસ્તી કરતા હોય ને જોક કરતા હોય ને હસતા હોય એ વસ્તુ ઉપર, અને પછી એ લોકો હારે તો બધું ખરાબ ખરાબ થવા માંડે, like that. Okay, like that. Okay, that is what they are trying to say, that they, like, suddenly they are making fun of it, but they themselves don't know when this thing is going to come to bite them back. More than a classic horror piece, The Monkey's Paw has moral message and has instruction on how to live a life more fulfilling. As with all stories, the story's moral are familiar. Don't play with fate and be careful what you wish for. So there is an element of morals also added. Morals, at least, like, the story gives us a seek. Okay, so there is a moral in the story, and first of all, the moral of the story is that we should live our life as it is. We should be fulfilled with our life. We should be happy with our life. Okay, with whatever we have, we should be always be happy and never play with fate. Okay, never play with destiny, never play with your life, never play with fate. And always be careful what you wish for. You never know if your wishes come true, whether it will be a good thing or a bad thing. Okay, કોક વાર આપણે લોકો આમ ગુસ્સેમાં, એટલે આપણે આમ લોકો ઘણીવાર આપણી પાસે બહુ કામ હોય એટલે આપણે આમ કહે અરે યાર આની કરતાં હું મરી જાઉં તો સારું છે. લોટ ઓફ પીપલ હેવ ધીસ હેબિટ ઓફ સેઇંગ. So don't ever make such wishes because you never know whether those wishes will come true or not. And when it comes true, you will be in the most heartbroken stage of your life. Okay, so don't be always be careful about what you wish for in your life. The White family isn't wealthy, but they still have everything that's important, including love, happiness, and a comfortable life. They are not rich. They are not super duper rich family. They live a comfortable life. They are a happy life. They have money. They live a very satisfactory life. They don't have any tension in their house. Okay, they have love, they have happiness, and a comfortable life. Mr. White even says that he is content, that he wouldn't even know what to wish for. So Mr. White, okay, he says that I have everything I want in life. I don't know what to wish for. So this proves the fact that they were living a very comfortable life. They were living a very happy life. એ લોકોના લાઈફમાં કંઈ એવું દુઃખ નહોતું કે એ લોકોને પોની જરૂર પડે કંઈક વિશ માંગવા માટે. ઓકે, when he does make his first wish, partly in jest, partly out of curiosity. Jest એટલે try કરવા માટે, અને he is curious to know whether the wish will be fulfilled or not. It is not for untold riches or worldly power, but merely for enough money to finally purchase their house. So as I said, that their house was taken in loan. Okay, so when he makes his first wish is not to be super duper rich or to get very powerful or to get lot of money, but his wish is ki bhai, I give me 200 pounds so that I can repay the loan which I have to repay. અને એવું બી નહોતું કે મિસ્ટર વ્હાઇટ એની લોન સાવ ભરી નહોતી શકતા. ભરી શકતા હતા, ધીરે ધીરે એ ભરી શકતા હતા, પણ એને એમ હતું કે ચલો ને આ બાને લોન બી પૂરી થઈ જશે. ઓકે, સો દેટ ઇઝ વાય હી આસ્ક્સ ફોર 200 pounds so that he could finally purchase the house that he is living in. His small and sensible wish, however, is enough to tempt the fate into killing Herbert. Small wish, just 200 pounds. He didn't know how is he going to get it, whether he is going to get it or not get it. He had just tried it out of curiosity. He did not know would cost him the life of his only son, Herbert. Jacob's story adheres to traditional beliefs that we do not really want what we think we want, and wanting more than what is sufficient may bring ruin. So there is an old saying, no, that we sometimes we really don't know what we want, and sometimes we say things in masti mein ki I wish for this, I wish for that, અરે આ પર્સન હારે આવું થાય તો સારું, like આપણે લોકો મસ્તીમાં બોલતા. We say it for fun, we say it for masti, but sometimes when it hits the reality, when sometimes that things happens in reality or it happens in actuality, it really hurts us because it's very sad when it happens. Okay, and sometimes when we ask for things that are more than required, let's say you asked for something that you really don't require, or you asked for something which you really don't need, it can cause you a big price. It can ruin you. Thus, to conclude, we can say from the above instruction that it is a horror story. So because of these following things, we can surely say that the story is a horror story, or the story has an element of horror in it. Okay, so that was your first answer, that is how is it a horror story. Okay, and tomorrow we will be discussing ending of the story, then we will be discussing the themes in the story, and then the title in the story. Okay, so that is something that we'll be discussing, and after that we will be next week I'll be doing the question, like you'll have the test. As I said, you'll never know which test I'll have at what time, or which date or whatever. So I want to see how many of y'all actually give me the answer of what I had asked in the video, and you don't even know which video it is. And strict instruction to Vaidehi, don't tell them which video it was. If I don't get it, each and everybody's response by today, I'll not post the material. And I don't care whether whoever the hell you want to go complain, you want to take over the mic in the college and make an announcement, ki ma'am is not giving us material. I'll also say they didn't watch my video, so I'm not going to give the material. So If I don't get the answer, I'll not give you the material. And you have to find out you have to do character analysis of Herbert, Mr. White, Mrs. White, and Sergeant Major Morris on your own, because these are very small characters. So you have to do the character analysis for these characters on your own. Okay, find it from the internet, do it on your own. And baki ka I'll see how you all react.